Hello everybody, Hepcat Harley here, and we're there. Henrietta is basically finished as far as we can go at the moment. She's roadworthy, everything works. Had a lot of trouble with her. Indicators were a nightmare to sort out, and I basically took everything off the bike just to get it, all the wiring, to check it all. Tank came off, mudguard, everything. Found some dodgy wiring, some dodgy routing of wiring as well. One set of wiring was actually looping down under the rear mudguard and rubbing on the back tyre, and that was wearing through to the core. So I've had to replace all that wiring, and what else? Yeah, just general check. And I found a broken connector, double connector to the flasher unit on the indicators. So that was replaced, to replace that, and we've got indicators, which is good. A bit of a hilarity getting that all sorted out, asking people on Facebook and everything, all the different answers and suggestions, and but thanks to all those that did chip in. Right, so this morning we are going to take Henrietta out for a little trundle around, and I'll let you have a look at her. First, we've got some checks to do on the lift. I've checked the oil circulation. Just take a little screw off the top of the cylinder head there, and start the motor, and it dribbles out the end, out this screw, and just, we've got circulation of oil anyway. That's the main thing. She's not going to seize up on us, hopefully. What else? I've checked the tyres. Tyres are good. So I'll get her on the ramp anyway, give her a quick look round. I'll check the tyres again, just in case there is a slow leak or anything. She does lose air a bit, so we'll check the tyres, check the brakes. I'll check the lights again. Checks are fine, the lights are fine, but we'll go through it all anyway before we hit the road. And we won't go far, just a little trundle around, and I thought I'd take you with me on it. Our first ride, and this is my first ride on Henrietta as well, apart from just round the car park, just having a trundle around. But yeah, we're going to take her on the road, and she's all insured and no tax, because she's vintage, 40 years old. Well, she's older than that, but you have to be 40 years old before you get vintage and tax exemption and MOT exemption. So yes, Henrietta is 50, 1970, yeah, 50 years old. So she's looking better than I am anyways. So yeah, we'll get her on the lift, give her a few checks over, and we'll get her out. A bit chilly at the moment. It's not the best of days, but we're dry, and this is England, best you can do. If you don't ride in the rain or the cold, you don't ride. Right, okay, well, let's get on with it then, and we'll see you on the road. Okay, first things first, just check this back brake. I think we can do with a... Yeah, I think we'll just get that a bit of a adjustment. Right. 1, 2. I don't want it to bind, but just catch. Right, let's have a look at that. Perhaps one more. That's a full pull. Maybe another one. Full turn. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, spot on. Right. Okay, that seems all right. Start her up now, make sure she doesn't rev up on full lock. Right, it's a good job to check that because the throttle cable's snagging on the other side, I think. Right, let's see what's amiss. I wonder whether it's the clutch cable just stopping that from resting. So I might have to reroute that out the way. Let's try again with the tank loosened off a bit. So that's definitely snagging under there. It must be under there somewhere. It is pulling this up, you could see it. So it's not the clutch cable at this time. That looks alright. Is that rubbing somewhere? Let's just try that. That's fine. It was just this cable. I think it obviously got too tensioned under the front mounts for the tank. This is why it's important to do these checks before you take to the road. Even if your bike's been in the garage all winter, you know, just check it over. That seems to be alright now with it being up there. Next question, does that interfere with that? Doesn't at the moment, but it's on it. Wonder what I could do with that. I know. Will that work? Tuck it in there. That'll work. I've just tucked it in there. Pull the clutch in. Alright. Yeah, I think it does stay there. Just do the clutch again. Yeah, it's not coming out. So that's a bit of result, isn't it? What else we got? Suspension. That's set to the highest, the hardest, which it will need to be. I'll just check the other side. Seems a bit slack. If I can move that down a bit or adjust it so it's more positive. Okay, that's that. And brake lights. Yeah, that'll be fine. Right, well the book spec is 28 on the rear, 26 on the front. I think I'll put a couple of pounds in extra anyway. So let's have a quick check. I did check these last night, but this is the day of the ride, so we're going to check them again. It's my little power box that I use for just electrics outside, you know. They're pretty good. So just give it a nice socket, plug that in, turn it on. Okay, we're looking for 28, we're going to go to 30. 28 in at the moment. So let that settle. Right. Back to 28. 5 seconds to set. There we go. So basically what we're talking about is one word, powdery. We check. Powdery stands for petrol. We've got petrol in it. Oil, check that out. W, water. It's air cooled, so we ain't got to worry about that. D, damage. Any damage? No, I think we're alright. A is air. Is it? A. No, E. E is electrics. Check the electrics. R is rubber. We'll have a look at the rubber now. Check the tyre. Couldn't find any nails or anything in it. It should be fine because it's holding air pretty well. I'm not sure how old these tyres are, but we're not racing. Rubber, we'll check the tyres, and Y yourself, I feel fine. Right, well that's it then. She's all checked and done her powdery checks. Not done them for a long time, and I don't even think about it usually, and I had to think about what powdery stood for at one time. But yeah, so anyway, she's out, she's ready, trying to get the leathers on, get out on the road. Hopefully there's a bit of sunshine creeping out. Hello everybody, it's Hepcat Harley here, and I'm on Henrietta, and I'm just going for a little ride out. It's the first time I've been on Henrietta, as I said. So far so good. A bit chilly today. So let's go up to my favourite spot, shall we? And I'll let you have a look around. The brakes are working good. So yes, what a nice feeling after all the time that this has been off the road since I bought it. You know, I've not ridden it at all, and then this COVID thing came round and gave me a bit of time because I was put on furlough and still doing little jobs that didn't involve making any money for the company, what you're sort of allowed to do, you know. Oh, the horse back there, look. Yeah. I'm going to stay away from the horse milk. The suspension's remarkably good. I'm really surprised at the suspension. I thought it was going to be really soft, especially with me on it. Yeah. Yeah, so we'll go up to my little spot and then we'll have a little look round if it makes it that far. actually rides really nice. Much nicer than Humphrey. Sorry, Humphrey, but yeah. Bugger, that lorry's going the way I want to go. So yeah, it's just a little ride, nowhere far. I've got my phone and I've a little pair of pliers. Can we go? Marvellous. Lovely. Are we in top? I think we are. Left indicators are working. No strange smells. Brakes are good. There's that neutral again. Oh, nice. I had to stop and put my turnips down because I was getting a drafty leg. Bit buzzy through the bars. Well, that's because it's a twin, isn't it? Indicate. Okay. Sounds quite loud out the back. I think probably these silencers have shot it. But I quite like it, I don't care. And the mirrors are good with the extensions on. I can see behind me fine.
cyclists. I must say I'm very, very pleased with this. It's lovely. Haven't done anything with the carburation yet, so it's quite surprising how good it is actually, because they probably need a good clean out anyway, but we're ticking along nicely. Don't think anything's fell off yet. Where's my little pull-in so we can all have a look? Yeah, so there's Henrietta, everybody, in her glory. Little project over the COVID period. Put my gloves down there, should be alright. Yes. So, what have we done? We've got a new switch. New switch there. I suppose I can turn it off now, can't I? New switch there. Oh, the electrics have been done, you know, we had problems with those, but yeah, turn it off. But that's my new front mudguard there, new old stock. I might have mentioned, that's fitted now. Brakes are lovely, runs lovely, absolutely, really surprised. I was expecting some kind of problems, you know. But no, it's running absolutely lovely. New headlight shell with upgraded headlamp bulbs in there. I've got some H4 bulbs to go in that as well, or I might do an LED conversion soon, so it's using less power, you know. But it's got a new, biggest improvement I think was the new stator coil and regulator rectifier, which has made the charging system much better, and it's charging, you know, plenty now. Cleaned the tank out, that's been coated inside with Por 15 because that was all rusty, and I did some rust treatment inside that, oh, what's it called, evapor rust. Got it so good it just emptied, took everything off the inside of the tank and put it all down by the fuel tap. Big pile of rust. So I had to get it all emptied out and treated with that Por 15, as I say. We have got, now then, what have we got? Bit of a paint job on some of these panels. They're not much tidier than they were, and the forks have been apart and polished, and we've got new fork oil and new indicator lenses, not the bodies, new indicator lenses. I mean, obviously as she behaves herself, she may get little treats now and again. New clutch cable, new accelerator cable, new brake cable, new air filters. Yes, and I'd say several jobs I've done to it. You know, new battery. I'll show you under the seat. If you've not seen under the seat, I think you have. But under the seat, we've got, let's say, the new battery and the wires from the stator coil and the wiring for the indicators and everything there. That's all sorted and nice and neat. She's got new Trigon fuel hoses, which everything needs these days, really. Petrol-proof hoses. Yes, I'm absolutely gobsmacked about how well it runs, though. Marvellous. Anyway, it's not a day for a ride. It's a bit chilly. It's not a day for a long ride, so we'll take it back home and put it in the garage and say, well done, Henrietta. Absolutely lovely. Yes. Suspension is surprisingly good. I mean, I expect it to be bouncing all over the place, especially the size of me at the moment, scoffing during the you know, off work period. But no, she's lovely, lovely, and very comfy as well. I could go to London on that seat. That's a fantastic seat. I can't really say much more than that. It's been a success, I think. We'll put this one down to a success, I think. There we go then, ladies and gentlemen. That's Henrietta, the Honda CB350 K2. That's 1970. And yes, very, very pleased. Thanks for watching. Henrietta can go to sleep for a while, probably, until the next time we bring her out. But I've got a new bike to ride for a bit as well, the Tracer 900 GT. Also, Humphrey, the CB200, needs to come out and have a look at him. See what state he's in. He probably needs a bit of a clean up. He's been undercover in the garage. The Harley's still on trickle charge, so that's he's doing well. He'll be fine. Harpo. The FJR is still for sale. Surprisingly, still for sale at Kibworth. I think he's brought the price down to 6,800 or something stupid like that for 14-plate FJR, which was mine. You know, it's famous. Oh, and the Royal Enfield, we've got to get on with that as well. That's another job. As soon as you know, we don't want to scare anybody, we're going down the garage, you know, and using other people's toilets or whatever, you know. So we can't really do that at the moment. But there you have it. Henrietta, well done, girl. Marvellous. Thanks for watching, everybody. Goodbye. Ignition on. The fuel on, yes. Yes. Visor down. How lovely. Racing music. Lovely.